Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2017 general reading. I am recording this in the last week of June. So thank you for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your support, feedback, comments. Very much welcome. So much appreciated. Thank you so much and keep them coming. Thank you to my regular clients as well for being so consistent in your feedback on how our readings continue to play out in your lives. It's always nice to hear feedback. Um, Particularly when matters of timing and whatnot. So thank you very much for being so consistent with those to my regular clients, and just a general thank you to all those of you who keep me so busy in reaching out for personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure and an honor to read for you. If any of you are interested in a reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button on my channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information and my email address. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Current turnaround time for personal readings is pretty fast since I do readings full-time 6 days a week. It's usually anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but I can usually get back with you quite quickly and almost always set up a reading within a 2-week period of time. So if you're interested, email me and we will go from there. So this reading is for the air sign of Gemini for July 2017. These are general readings and there's many of you watching, so of course they're not going to mean the same thing to the same depth or degree for everyone. So check your rising and your moon sign videos as well for additional insight and clarification, or they may play out a little more predictively for you. So let's get right into this. Gemini, July 2017. What does the month of July have in store for our Geminis? Gemini, July 2017. Okay, Gemini, we begin with the Star. Beautiful way to begin, followed by the Four of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Cups, and the Tower, followed by the Sun. Now, that is a combination I rarely ever see. It kind of changes what a lot of people view as the classic definition of the Tower. So from the energy from the bottom of the deck is the Hanging Man. Oh, another one popped out with it. The Six of Cups. Okay. So Gemini, it looks like we're beginning the month with hope, a renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism, which is always beautiful to see. We have the energy of the Star card, followed by the Four of Pentacles. So the Star is a card of hope, faith, trust in the path that you're on, even if you can't see how it plays out. Trust in the divine, basically, as this woman is doing. She's emptying her pitchers out, completely emptying out her reservoirs of water in perfect faith and confidence that when she needs her pitchers refilled, they will be, because the source itself is limitless. So hope, faith, confidence in the path that you're on, trust in divine timing and orchestration. It's a card of renewed hope, faith, and optimism. Now, I often see this card come up when someone's been sick for a while and they're finally beginning to recover, when someone had a really bad breakup, kind of went off into an emotional cave, and now they're kind of realizing the sun is still shining and love might still yet exist. So renewed hope, faith, and confidence, and trust in the path, and trust in divine timing and orchestration. Now, it's paired with the Four of Pentacles, which is earth energy, and this suit in the tarot often manifests in earthly ways, like money, finances, property, resources, assets, etc. Job. This is a card of holding on to the foundations of what you have. Sometimes it can represent holding on a little too tightly for fear of losing, particularly people who, this card has come up for people who have lost a lot in their life, so they tend to cling very tightly to what they have. So holding on to the foundations of what you have, it can also be a number of stability for being the most stable structure upon which to build, 4 pillars, 4 posts. I'm getting kind of the feeling for some of you, and this might be for those of you for whom this may resonate as a relationship reading, that you're having hope and faith, or a renewed sense of hope and faith, and holding on to the foundations of a relationship that you have, or a relationship from the past too, because I'm looking at your overall energy being the Hanging Man and the Six of Cups, just kind of coming to peace maybe with a decision you made in the past, or a decision about the past, feeling at peace with something about the past as well, or coming to terms with the past. I mean, the Hanging Man can sometimes represent feeling like you're in stasis and limbo, but can also represent standing by perhaps an unorthodox decision or a decision to withdraw, standing by and living in acceptance of something the way that it is. And paired with the Six of Cups, it's about the past, which could be family or childhood, but I feel for some of you, it's a relationship from the past. And it feels like that's coming back again this month, a situation, a relationship from the past. And there's this not almost, but a renewed sense of hope and faith and optimism that those foundations, which were there so long ago, are still there. And this could be a different situation other than perhaps a romantic relationship situation, but I feel like for some of you it is. So next to that, we have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. So we have fire energy with wands. This suit in the tarot manifests in pretty dynamic ways. It's about creating and building and manifesting energy, sometimes about careers or creative or artistic endeavors or projects, although you can apply it to any area of your life. It's change, movement, action, power. And this is a card of communication, swift, powerful communication going back and forth. And the interesting thing is that it's paired with the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are the bringers, the deliverers of the tarots, and they often represent offers or opportunities. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. So it looks like there's an offer or opportunity coming in. It looks like it's tangible in nature and holds a lot of potential. I feel communications coming back and forth, and I feel like it is linked to that energy from the past. There's something from the past coming back this month for you, Gemini. Some of you, this is going to be a relationship, and even those of you for whom it's a relationship, it could be different types of relationship. For some of you, it might be romantic, somebody you were involved with before that's come back up again, somebody you knew before but weren't maybe involved with that's coming back, and all of a sudden there's this connection, a spark. I feel like for some of you, this is an already known connection, somebody you had these foundations with before. It's coming up and there's a renewed offer or an opportunity to kind of re-engage. This could be a different type of situation, and with the card, that energy from the past, it could be to do with your family, childhood, even a job, from the long ago past as well. So it's going to vary depending on which group of Gemini you are and how it actually resonates with you. It will resonate for those for whom it needs to. But it looks like there's communication coming in. It's almost like a blast from the past kind of comes back. There's this renewed sense of hope and faith. There's communication, messages, conversations, exchanging. What is the potential? What's on offer? So exciting. So next to that, we have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Cups. The Three of Pentacles is a card of compromise and negotiation. It's a card of working together because everybody has one common goal in mind. So everybody kind of comes to the table, tries to lay aside their personal differences and compromise, negotiate, work together to create something. It's the artisman card, the craftsman card, creating and building something successfully, but it's a teamwork card. And it's paired with the Queen of Cups. So Cups is water energy, and in the tarot, this manifests in the relationship area of our life and our emotions and feelings. Queens and Kings represent individuals who've reached the master of their suit. They've matured beyond the, somewhat immature energy of the page and impulsive energy of the Knight. So this Queen of Cups is somebody who's emotionally pretty grounded, pretty in touch with her feelings, but they don't rule her life. Somebody loving, nurturing, like lovely wife, mother, good best friend. She's always knows the right thing to say. Very loving, nurturing individual. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So I feel like for the majority of you, this is a water sign or someone who's manifesting these character traits. Water sign, female or male, that you are working with. For some of you, the nature of how you're working with this person, again, I believe it's all kind of connected to this past situation. And it could be the long ago past, or maybe not as long ago as childhood, by the way, as well. Some of you, this is going to be that romantic connection. Some of you, this may be more of a family, relative. It's interesting because I'm getting that for some of you, the connection with the past isn't anything to do with childhood, but for some of you, this is about something you were working on or building, or for some of you, it was a friendship that got interrupted for some reason that has come back. And there's this sense of renewal and of coming back together again and restarting the work together. So that's kind of interesting. I'll be curious to see what the feedback on that is. But it's a good energy, whatever this is, whether it's work, partnership or a family kind of partnership, friend kind of partnership, or romantic kind of partnership. It looks like you guys are working it out. And I feel like it's about building something towards the future, whatever the specifics of that might be, depending on who's watching. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have a powerful combination of energy. We have the Tower, followed by the Sun. Now, a lot of people clench up at the Tower because it represents an unexpected event that comes in and really shakes everything right down to the bone or completely changes your life. And it often represents the removal or destruction of a situation, a relationship, or something that you were attached to, thought was stable, and has all of a sudden been kind of not. But it really represents a life-changing event. And even when it represents the sometimes difficult removal of something, it's because it needs to go. And something truly solid and stable can be built in its place. But it represents an unexpected event. This is divine energy, divine timing and orchestration, God, spirit, angels, guides coming in and affecting a big, massive change, something that really kind of rocks your world, shakes everything up. But it's paired with the Sun, which is the best card in the tarot. So I feel like for a lot of you, whatever this unexpected thing is that happens at the end of July is like blows your socks in a really amazing, positive kind of way. And it like comes out of the sky, it comes out of the blue. It's quite spectacular. And I feel like it has something to do with whatever this renewed, whatever it is, this renewed, again, there's a variety of stories here, renewed friendship, renewed working relationship, renewed romantic something or other. It's kind of, it is emotional in nature because you have this renewed sense that there's something possible that you thought was closed down. And then something happens at the end of the month. It's this tremendous life-changing event that occurs, but it's a beautiful, positive thing. Now, for some of you, this Tower card can represent something that comes in and shakes your world up and may even be the removal or destruction of something, but it's really a blessing in disguise. But I'm not actually feeling that quite strongly. I feel like for the majority of you, this is something that comes in and changes. It's a life-changing event. Something happens, but it makes you so happy because the results are the Sun, which elevates all positive energy in your reading. The whole reading is really bright and positive, and there's this unexpected thread kind of from beginning to end. It's like this energy from the past, this blast from the past coming in with your overall energy being the Hanging Man and the Six of Cups, which we went over in the beginning. And then communication, conversations, fast and furious, like hopeful after something that you thought was long gone or long dead, someone, something, working together again, coming together to create something and pave the way to build something for your future. And then at the end of the month, some occurrence, some event happens, which is so wonderful and so beautiful, but again, so unexpected and so positive. And I feel like it has to do with the moving forward of this project or work thing or relationship, friendship, something. It feels like for most of you, Gemini, this is a very July 2017 is very much a divine timing and orchestration karmic month for you, where a lot of things that need to come together in order for this to happen are coming together in the month of July. And it almost feels like it happens, at least the structure of it happens independent of you. In a really beautiful way. So I'll be interested to see what the feedback is kind of moving forward as this continues to play out. So Gemini, that pretty much wraps up your July 2017 reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, that it's brought you some insight or at least something to look forward to because it looks pretty spectacular. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, just click on the About or Description button on my channel's homepage. Feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in about a week for the Love Snapshots for July, so keep an eye open for that. And until then, Gemini, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.